matches in a fight, you can look for action from opening bell, closing bell.
Frank Fletcher always on a search and destroy mission, swarming, very aggressive, looks for the early knockout. Frank puts his head down, grits his teeth, and usually pours it on. He won the vacant USBA middleweight title last June, outpointing the good old Sabater in a typical schoolyard brawl when Fletcher is involved. And he's swarming on Clint Jackson as we open up.
Clint Jackson is not using his height to advantage. He's got a 4-inch height advantage, and yet he's getting down in the trenches with Animal Fletcher.
Oh, right hand by Fletcher.
Clint Jackson elected to take a beating in the first round. What's his score?
Jackson opening up and covering up right at the start. He's trying to say something to the direction of his corner. I wonder if there's something wrong.
I don't know. He tried to say something to the corner, which is very foolish in the middle round. Here comes Jackson. He's doing hip fighting.
Midway point, round one. Frank Fletcher all over Clint Jackson to start it off. Clint Jackson, a sensational amateur, 130 knockouts in his 191 victories. Two-time United States Olympian, turned pro back in 1979. His only loss, May of last year here in Atlantic City, stopped in the second round by Tony Braxton, a man that Fletcher defeated.
This is one of the few times that you'll see the guy on the ropes is doing the beating. The guy's got him pinned to the ropes and taking the beating. I can't understand what Clint Jackson's doing. Now Fletcher turns him around. He's got him up against the ropes.
When you look at Jackson, he continues to look back in the direction of his corner. You think he doesn't attempt to go.
Too experienced a pro to do that. The caddy has adjusted the trucks very low.
Good right hand by Jackson got in on Fletcher. Jackson now looking to battle back. The left hook by Fletcher. Well, a very strange first round here in Atlantic City. And we'll be right back with round two. On to round two. Between rounds, we listen in on the conversation in Clint Jackson's corner to try and find out what was going on.
Look, okay, Dad, let me tell you something. I got him, Dave. I got him. I got him, Dave. Coming back. I got it. Okay, I'm back.
Bernie, would you analyze that?
I wish I could if I were a psychiatrist. He just got a terrific beating. He came back and said, I got him. He must see something I don't see. He did say he was going to box with him more this round. He was going to jab him, and he's keeping a distance away from him.
Jackson also pointed out that Fletcher is a bit awkward, but he's got him.
Well, he hammered him once or twice in that first round. It looked like it stung Fletcher, but Fletcher is such a deceptive fighter. He keeps coming back that you really couldn't see.
A matchup of two southpaws. Clint Jackson in the black, Frank Fletcher in the red. Jackson with a 4-pound weight advantage and 4-inch reach advantage. And the left hand by Fletcher.
Anytime he gets in close, it's Animal Fletcher's fight. And his fight's got to be from outside. While he boxes him outside, he's got to clear. Inside, Animal eats him up.
Clint Jackson continues to take a pounding.
Again, he must be doing a modified rope-a-dope. He doesn't think he's getting hurt, but all of that has got to tell in the late rounds.
And less than a minute left in this second round.
And they repeat the scenario that they did in the previous round.
decision over Tony Braxton. And now, Jackson trying to pin Fletcher, but Fletcher landing the right hand. Final seconds, round 2. Frank Fletcher's mother tried to race into the corner to urge Frank on, and she's being guided away by security men here. Well, Lucille Fletcher has been calmed down considerably. She has changed her seat. She raced around the apron of the ring, and at one point, Bodie, I thought she was going to try to get into the ring, urging her son on, who at this point needs very little urging, continuing to land on Clint Jackson.
What a blazing 2 rounds. Animal Fletcher's put together, and now he starts the third in the same fashion. I must say, Animal is... Words can't describe the kind of energy this guy's got.
Would you explain to me the philosophy of Clint Jackson? Did he come out looking to play possum?
I think he did the first round, figuring he could weather the storm, then come back. He doesn't understand that this is the way Animal Fletcher fights every round. And you know, Animal Fletcher's hitting anything. He's hitting arms, he's hitting the side, he's hitting the red stripe on top of the head. He's just punching. I must say, if this keeps going, it's got to be one of the fights of the year coming up.
From Jackson, and the Animal is right back. And here's Jackson, final second, third round.
A look at the right hand that Clint Jackson got Animal Fletcher in trouble with, but I must say, Fletcher came right back to business after belaboring at the hands of Clint Jackson.
And this is round 4. Marv Albert and the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco from the Sands Hotel, Atlantic City, New Jersey. The lunging right by Fletcher. Jackson continues to fight in spurts. Fletcher went right at him in round 1. It has been non-stop.
Fletcher looks like he's waiting just for the right shot to unload the real heavy punches, but content to punch away and build up a big lead. Clint Jackson is looking for that one bomb that's going to neutralize it. He may not find it.
Earlier this bout, Frank Fletcher's mother, Lucille, was very upset, racing along the apron. Looked like she was trying to jump into the ring with advice, and we're told that she was upset that Frank was not going to the party, and she tried to get the message across.
Maternal pride and maternal advice. I don't think she needs to advise her son. He's doing everything right now for the first 3 rounds.
This is the first sign of a slowdown.
The first breather, if you can call it that, in this fight. Animal Fletcher chose to fight from outside.
Fletcher comes in ranked second by Ring Magazine, a record of 14-2, 10 by knockout. Clint Jackson at 18-1, 15 by knockout.
And the difference is Animal Fletcher has fought 6 ranked contenders to get here, and that's an awful lot of experience.
Oh! Jackson landing on Fletcher, and Fletcher in big trouble. Jackson looking to conclude it. Fletcher looking to last about 40 seconds left, round 4.
Fletcher in big trouble, but working his way out. If ever there was a chance for Clint Jackson to get away and win this fight, it's now.
Fletcher just told Jackson that he's all right. He said, no problem, I'm fine. But Jackson again with combinations and tries to go to the body. And Arthur Mercati with an emphatic break of the fighters as we conclude this 4th round. And check out the look of Lucille Fletcher, not pleased about what just took place in round 4.
Here's that left hand that almost turned his fight totally around. Jackson's been waiting for that, and there he goes. And it looks like Animal Fletcher's going down, but the ropes have held him up. Now watch as Clint Jackson tries to put this away. That was one of the most exciting moments of this fight.
And we move on to round 5, the southpaw matchup of Clint Jackson and Frank Fletcher. Jackson very smooth, that left to the body, a combination, looks like a half hook and a half uppercut. And after seemingly playing awesome the first couple of rounds, has come back very strong.
What happened in that round was Animal Fletcher started to fight Clint Jackson's fight from outside, trying to just loaf away around. From the outside, Clint Jackson's too good a boxer, will kill it. From the inside, he has no chance. This is Animal Fletcher's fight. On the inside, he's got to do that for all 12 rounds. If he fights from outside, big trouble from Clint Jackson, who can outbox him.
And again, telling blows landed by Clint Jackson.
Clint Jackson took the first round of this fight in the 4th round. So far, it's 3-1 on our scorecard, of course, unofficial.
And not much left on the terms of the scheme for Frank Fletcher.
All he's got to do is keep that up. Just keep belting away and not give Clint Jackson room. Clint, on the other hand, has got to get off those ropes and use his superior boxing skill and his height. That's what landed that blow. He was able to stand up and punch with Animal Fletcher.
And the corner of Clint Jackson, they're screaming, get your hands up. Fletcher tried to go up high, and then Jackson off the spin was able to land. Look at this.
They made this fight an even fight and a toss-up among the boxing cognoscenti, and you can see why.
And now more power in the punches of Fletcher, and he hurt Jackson.
Jackson's wearing out. Like water hitting a stone, that relentless and ceaseless attack of Fletcher's will wear you out.
We have not had any knockdowns to this point. This is round 6. It appeared that Fletcher suffered a cut above the eye in the 5th round.
There you see Percy Richardson working on that right eye. Animal cuts in almost every fight, and this one's no different.
In his bout last August against Ernie Singletary, took a thumb in the right eye in the 1st round. By the 4th, it was close, also suffered some cuts. In fact, Singletary's eye was also close, so both fought with one eye in a blood-splattered fight, with Fletcher stopping Singletary in the 8th round, but not a typical Animal Fletcher bout.
And this is one, too, because this shows one thing. Shows Clint Jackson can take a heck of a wallop and come back and almost pull a fight out. And it also shows that Animal Fletcher, resilient as he is, gets hurt almost every round now.
And the referee, Arthur Mercani, separating the fighters. Also checked out the eye of Fletcher.
Clint Jackson just looks like he knows something. He just lets him wail away on the ropes and hopes to come back with a good hook. He's got it, almost had him the last 2 rounds.
And again, blood is pouring out of the eye of Fletcher. Gloves of Jackson stained with blood.
And Animal Fletcher's face is covered with blood now.
This is scheduled for 12. Going in, Frank Fletcher with a title shot opportunity against Marvin Hagler. But the theory is if Jackson would win, he would get the eventual title shot.
And how many times have you seen that happen? With that title glimmering right over the horizon, in comes some tough nut and knocks you right off.
But still much time remaining. Less than a minute left in the 6th round.
I think only the sheerest optimist would think that this could go 12 rounds at this pace. Catching Animal Fletcher and getting him in trouble. Animal sensing that stays real close to him.
Fletcher caught Jackson with a good right hand. We approach 10 seconds left. 6th round. And we'll be back in 30 seconds to check out the condition of the eye of Frank Fletcher. To the corner of Frank, the Animal Fletcher.
This guy like he won't stop the sucker. He won't stop the sucker. He's going to have to clean up now. All right, seconds out. Let's go. Mouth, baby.
Frank Fletcher concerned that the bout might be stopped.
Yes, and a very real concern for a fighter like this. He said, they're going to stop this fight. He said, no, the doctor saw it. The doctor said it's okay. Got a good cut man in Percy Richards. New Jersey Commission, very experienced in cuts.
Well, it could make for a frantic round by Fletcher with the fear that the bout could be stopped if that cut was worsened.
The cut is pouring blood, and the round has just started. I mean, he hardly got hit there, and it's pouring blood.
Jackson flicking the jab.
Frank fighting from outside, which is not good for him. From out here, it's Clint Jackson that's got the edge.
Jackson is taking aim at the right eye of Fletcher, looking to open it up, no question about it.
And there's no question of exhaustion written on the face of Clint Jackson. I mean, he's been taking a punishing belaboring for 6 rounds now.
And there is Lucille Fletcher, the mother of Frank, who is very concerned. We have not see the usual enthusiasm from Lucille Fletcher after the first couple of rounds. She was unhappy with her son not going to the body at the start. And Clint Jackson, after apparently playing possum in the opening rounds, has come on very strong.
He's come on strong, but he fights in spurts. Again, this whole round at a distance which is to a disadvantage of Animal Fletcher, but Clint Jackson this round is not taking advantage of it. He also seems slow.
And keep in mind, Jackson has that 4-inch reach advantage.
But look how he's stooping over. He's negating his height and size. Good left hand by Clint Jackson.
Clint Jackson, a one-time deputy sheriff out of Nashville, Tennessee, worked with amateur boxers in the Nashville area. Among his students, Johnny Bump City Bumpus, Jerome Coffey. Some impressive hooking by Clint Jackson as we approach the end of the 7th round. A round that saw Frank Fletcher attempt to stay away. And we welcome you back to Atlantic City, New Jersey, with the Sands Hotel, Marv Albert, and the fight doctor, Bertie Pacheco. This is round 8. And Frank Fletcher's eye looked to be closing as he came out, and now he's able to work it out.
It is closing. They've worked very hard on that eye in the corner. That's a showy hook.
Jackson back with the combination after he got hit by the hook thrown by Fletcher. Animal Fletcher likes to refer to his boxing style as the power of the animal. That refers to his strength as a powerful inside puncher, but his punchers have been answered by Clint Jackson. That time, not answered. Fletcher hurt Jackson with the hook. Coming alive.
Jackson in big trouble. Just as he was throwing a punch, the animal threw a hook and caught him flush. McCanny giving him plenty of time. Whoa! No power in the punches of Frank Fletcher just then because he got hit just as he started to come in.
What does the fight doctor scorecard show?
I got Animal Fletcher ahead. It's hard to overcome those opening rounds. He's 5-2 on my card. But both fighters are fading fast, and it looks like one good lucky punch could end it either way. McCanny giving them a lot of time on these breaks to get themselves together. Looks like Frank punched himself out at the beginning of the round when he got Clint Jackson in trouble. But by the same token, Clint Jackson faded from the punishment he took.
Jackson also gives the impression of being much more severely hurt than he really is. We saw that in the first 2 rounds and saw it a moment ago.
He is a resilient fighter. Both of them are, as far as that's concerned, because both of them have been in trouble and fought their way out. This promised to be a barn burner, and certainly is living up to its reputation.
Again, you look at Jackson, he looks spent. Looks like he's about to go down, but he rallies back. That time he got hit by the right hand.
They sort of explode punches off one another and take turns rocking each other.
And when we return in 30 seconds, we'll go into the corner of Clint Jackson. And now let's go to the corner of Clint Jackson.
The fight's almost over. I know you can do it. This is the 9th round coming up. He's looking on points now. Come on.
Jackson was just told by his manager, Stan Allen, you are behind 6-2 going into the 9th round. Cody, I think he's checking you out.
I think he's looking over my shoulder, but he can't be too far wrong because Fletcher has been doing most of the fighting, except for those rounds when he really got rocked and looked like he was about to go out on a rounds basis, not a points basis. He is behind. And the rounds are what we go on in New Jersey.
Fletcher opening up by staying away, but as you see now on his toes and lunging with the right hand.
Amazing energy from Animal Fletcher. For him to be on his toes after what's going on the past 8 rounds is a tour de force of energy and something I haven't seen in a long time.
And the blood continues to pour out of the right eye. You see it right there of Frank Fletcher.
It's almost impossible to stop that cut. That cut is bleeding before it even gets hit just with the bouncing around. You must have a small pumping artery inside. It can't be stopped.
Minute gone by, 9th round. We are scheduled for 12. This is for the USBA United States Boxing Association middleweight title, but on the line for Frank Fletcher, a shot at the middleweight champion, Marvin Hagler.
Clint Jackson's legs look like he's about ready to go. He is so stiff he can barely move back from the bouncing Animal Fletcher. Animal's getting a little too brave and too cocky there because Clint Jackson's just looking to unload that one punch on a neutralizer. Whether he's too tired or whether he hasn't got the energy, we'll know soon.
An attack of Animal. Clint Jackson does have his support too. 120 people out of Nashville, Tennessee, here via charter plane, and they have been supporting Clint throughout the bout.
Clint trying to get an attack off. No sooner does he get started, though, and back comes Animal with some counter shots. Very cocky and very careless on the part of Animal Fletcher right now.
Jackson screams of Fletcher's tired.
Fletcher just got out jabbed that time, went back on one leg. The jab landed with such force. But he comes back and lands 3, 4, 5 shots and neutralizes the advantage, slim as it is, that Clint Jackson gets on him.
But as we approach the conclusion of this 9th round, it appears that Clint Jackson will need a knockout. Fletcher well in front of the scorecard. And here's Animal Fletcher coming out for round 10 to go against Clint Jackson. Fletcher has knocked out 7 of his last 9 opponents. He emerged last year with a surprising victory in the ESPN cable television tournament, highlighted by 3 knockouts in 5 months. Really coming on after a slow start in his professional boxing career. And Clint Jackson on a hot streak. He has won his last 8. Comes off a first-round knockout of Al Clay in Nashville back in early April.
Well, Fletcher has been the star of Russell Peltz's stable of stars fighting around Philadelphia, and you can see why he draws big crowds every time he goes, because it's fight action 3 minutes out of every round. And who would have thought we'd still be here in the 10th round in the way that started? It's interesting, Animal Fletcher's gone back to staying right on top of Clint Jackson, right in his chest. Last round, he sort of frittered away the round, but he won it while he was frittering away.
The one concern of Fletcher is that right eye, which continues to close.
Animal's throwing long, looping punches now, which look good for the judges, but aren't doing any damage, and it's a sign that he's getting very, very tired. Clint Jackson's about to lose his pants. His protectors come loose.
The spin move by Fletcher to turn Jackson around as we pass the halfway point. 10th round. Clint Jackson has with very little fighting the last couple of rounds, has not been able to land. That time he was able to spin Fletcher, but not able to take advantage.
And a borderline foul. He hit him right when he's outside the ropes, but it was so close, there's no reason to call it. And he must be one depressed fighter. Even Clint Jackson's family behind me is screaming, "You're losing it. You better come on." So he must know, beyond all doubt, he's losing this fight. It's 12 rounds. He's got 6 more minutes to go. He may be saving himself for the last 2.
Now Jackson looking to set up the target, but took the right hand from Fletcher. And a warning from the referee, Arthur Mercado, as you say, has been giving both fighters plenty of time on the break.
That's a well-defined break like Mercado likes. Good action on the ropes, too little and too late by Clint Jackson.
So 2 more rounds left, and Clint Jackson, from the way we see it, either needs a knockout or has to open up that cut over the right eye of Animal Fletcher.
National sports, call for the latest reports. We're talking national sports, we've got it all. 900-976-1313.
50 cents a call, you can know all the scores.
We're talking to you.
And a happy Father's Day from all of us here at NBC as we head to round 11. Marv Albert and the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. We're live on Sports World. Clint Jackson in the black and Frank Fletcher in the red. And on our scorecard, it has been Fletcher well in front. Clint Jackson had his opportunities earlier in the bout after staying away and taking a beating over the first 2, and here's Fletcher coming on again, although you can see the blood dripping down the right side of his cheek.
And he's not doing what his corner told him. The corner said, "Stay close to him. Stay close to him." They know he can't get knocked out if he stays close. Out here, Jackson's got some punching room, and we've already seen that he can really punch. We know he can get Animal Fletcher in trouble, but Fletcher seems to be gaining in strength as we see the energy just flowing from Clint Jackson.
And Fletcher needs that strength because this is not your usual type fight. He has to lunge, what with the 4-inch reach and height advantage that is enjoyed by Jackson.
He is, and if he ever gets hit coming in like that, it could be all over. Tape is now coming off the gloves of Animal Fletcher. They're going to have to stop in a few minutes and cut that off. That can flick into an eye and cause damage. McCanny has not seen it yet. When he sees it, he'll stop the fight.
Well, the pace, as you might expect, has slowed down considerably. Be pointed out that this is a USBA, United States Boxing Association title fight. The Fletcher defending the middleweight crown. Should the bout end in a draw? Now, we keep referring to the scorecard. We have it. Fletcher well in front, but should it end in a draw, they go to a sudden death effect. They would go to extra rounds to determine a winner.
Should this fight end in a draw, I'm going to get up out of here and never come back to watch boxing.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take ping pong.
Why is the crew applauding? Following this 11th round, we will visit in the corners of both Jackson and Fletcher, check out the strategy as they enter the 12th round, what could be the 12th and final round that is coming up in just a moment. So that is the end of round 11. And we go to the corner of Clint Jackson as managers stand and Eddie Sue Allen, trainers David Zimmerman.
Still got to knock him out. Take my word for it.
on that eye.
Don't hold up none. On the other eye, personally.
The other eye, Steve. The other eye.
I've got the other one. Okay.
All right.
That's the most.
And there's Lucio Fletcher, who looks a bit more confident than she did several rounds back. Clint Jackson was told in his corner by manager Stan Allen, take my word for it, you have to knock him out to win this one.
And Clint nodded as if to say, don't remind me. I know that. They both rested, but the difference is that Animal Fletcher is resting on a comfortable 8-3 margin on my card, on our NBC card. And, of course, again, it's official. Giving Clint Jackson a chance to get brave early in the round here. But look at the difference in size. Look what size does for you. Animal Fletcher gets under, literally gets under the taller man and pushes up with his head. That's the advantage, and he knows how to use his small size. Look at him doing that again.
And a chant of Animal from a good portion of this crowd. Fletcher, record of 14-2, 10-ball knockout, looking for a title shot against Marvin Hagler. He comes away with a victory here, and he has that middleweight shot upcoming. Clint Jackson, 18-1, 15 by knockout. And Arthur Mercati not happy with the holding.
Well, what happened just then is he got Animal Jackson got butted very, very badly, and he complained about the butt. Oh, Animal Fletcher back on the ropes.
And Fletcher right back. We'll see the time remaining. We approach a minute left in this 12th and perhaps final round.
Clint Jackson faded with 2 shots and fell back into the ropes. Now, what do you do if you're Animal Fletcher? You go for the knockout, or you just settle on the sure victory?
Fletcher's eye just about closed. Here's Jackson fighting in desperation now, the final minute.
Animal's eye just about closed. He's fighting with one eye. Oh, a tremendous shot gets Clint Jackson in trouble.
And again, Mercati, who has been very busy, able to break the fighters. We now have 15 seconds remaining. And Jackson, it would appear, needs a knockout. A desperation knockout. But that will do it. So it goes the distance. And some more. Clint Jackson and Frank Fletcher involved in a schoolyard brawl. Back with the decision in a moment. Marv Albert, Bertie Pacheco back in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And we're set for the decision. Let's go to the ring for Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sands Hotel Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Richard F. Murray scores it 8-3-1. Judge Harold Letterman scoring it 7-4-1. And referee Arthur Mercati scoring it 7-5. And the winner, and still the USBA middleweight champion, Frank the Animal Fletcher.
So a unanimous decision for the Animal, Frank Fletcher, in a rugged bout with Clint Jackson of Nashville.
In the red corner.